causes of heavy metal contamination in our lives can come through from the food chain, particularly fish. So it's quite rare now to find fish, certainly over a certain size, which isn't contaminated with heavy metals. So if you're a big fish eater and you haven't got mercury in your mouth, in amalgam fillings, that's the silver metal fillings. But if you're just eating fish, it might be relatively easy for you to shift that toxicity from your system. And something like a cleanse once a year with certain foods should help you shift that. Herbs can be used, homeopathy can be used to shift metals that have come in through foods. When we are close to things like fossil fuel burning, lead in the fuel, coal burning power facilities, proximity to hospital incinerators or crematorium incinerators, which didn't actually have to be capped until I think the date is 2005. It's either 2005 or 2007. So those weren't capped and filtered until then. So if you lived close to an incinerator prior to that time, then mercury could be coming into your system or those in that vicinity. Certain industries and professions expose us to heavy metals. So somebody that's working with lead solder, fixing cars, we'll come on to that in more extensively. Somebody who's working with certain electricals, etc. Leaded paint, people who are clearing old houses, house renovation, this type of thing. Certain professions, pottery, where we're using heavy metals, will have that exposure. And so some of the metal, when it enters the system, is more insidious than others. Some ways in which the metal is put together is more insidious than others as well. So this is something that I look at more extensively, how to detect that and how to shift that in the metal and heavy metal masterclasses. But just to give you an idea of the causes of heavy metal contamination, these are the main ones.